So, hello. One second. Oh god. I don't know if this is gonna be cool. Okay. Hey guys, Madelinegmonroe here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I don't know why I felt like that was something that needed to be done. I am currently in Colorado. I'm currently in Denver. I wanted to go to Meowwolf. That's what I wanted to do. So I wanted to take a trip. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. Today is the Friday after Thanksgiving. Yeah, I wanted to take a trip. So I took a trip and I drove 15 hours and I got here at like 8 p.m. last night, which is fine because I had nothing I really wanted to do once I got here because I was driving. I like got up at 4 a.m. and drove. I'm also watching Parks and Rec. Mostly I'll just keep it on Comedy Central when I'm in a hotel. This is a really nice hotel. It's a lot nicer than the one I go to for like the big run that I do at the end of the year, which I did like 2 weeks ago and I did not vlog any of it. So anyway, we did a 10K this year and I think next year I'm gonna do the half marathon, which I'm really excited for. The lighting right here is a lot better. But yeah, I'm gonna show you the hotel room and then we'll go to Meowwolf, and I wanna look at like some shops in downtown Denver. I wanna look at some bookstores and just kind of like vibe for a little bit today. And tomorrow I'm still depending on like what I want to do because I kind of want to take a train ride because I love trains. But right now everything's like really Christmassy because like it's holiday season, like it makes sense. So it's a little bit more expensive than it would be like any other time of the year. Also, it's kind of like Christmassy theme and I don't really care for it. So yeah, I'm either gonna go and take a train ride tomorrow or I'm going to just go look at mountains and just have a good time in nature. But yeah, let me show you my room. Can I like flip it? So this is the room. This is the fit. It's very simple. I just wanted something kind of like a little cool. But this is the bathroom. I think this is the nicest bathroom, which is kind of sad. But I have stayed in such bad places. The shower, we have the toilet, my stuff to get ready. It has a really good mirror. I also like rolled in the chair so I could do my makeup because I wanted to sit down. And my hair is like, I don't know what it's doing today, so we'll hope for the best. I didn't bring any of like my hair smoothing stuff, so I feel like I'm gonna be frizzy. I have this, it's like a king or a queen because they didn't have any like single or like twins. I normally try to get like a small bed, but it is just me, so it's fine. I have my book that I've been trying to read. Also, I like could not get that top part to go off yesterday and I was like freaking out and it needed to be like right there, that little button. That button turns that off. I spent too long looking for that because I was like, screw it, I'll just sleep with it on, but it was so bright last night. We have this little like couch moment and then that big overhead thing. That's just all my clothes and stuff. It has a desk, which I think is cool, and a little bench, like this nice little setup. But yeah, it's getting time for me to go. I was gonna get there like an hour early to like get parking because I'm an insane person and they have limited parking and I've never driven in Denver before, so I don't, ooh, let me fix that. I don't know if it's gonna be easy to get there or if it's gonna be not easy. So I'm just gonna try to go a little early so I can get there and just get situated and I can kind of like plan out what I wanna do the rest of my day. I did see they have like this really cool like hot pot place and I've been wanting to do hot pot for like years. So I'm gonna try to find that. Try to find like, I have Christmas coming up. So I had to like get a gift for a Christmas party for work. And then I have like a gift exchange for my book club. So I'm gonna see if I can find like a cool like little book that's maybe like newer or maybe interesting. And that's gonna be my book for the book exchange because honestly, like the only place to get books in my town is Walmart. They just closed down Goodwill, so there's no books there. I think we have one other thrift shop, but it's like a Christian based one, so all it has is like Christian books, which I mean is fine, but I think that I don't know. I think that we're just gonna get like a good non-denominational type of book, a good fiction, maybe a good smut, I don't know, maybe a romance. So yeah, we're gonna see. I'm excited. So this Meowwolf is the convergence station. I have been, and I think I've vlogged very badly, the other two that I've been to, which was the Grapevine one, the Houston one, and I went to a rave at the Houston one, and it was really fun, and I really hope they keep doing raves because I will go back. It was immaculate. It was so good. But they have the two in Texas. They have one in Santa Fe, which I went to, which was the House of Eternal Return. Grapevine was Real Unreal. Houston is Radiotave. This one's Convergence Station. I don't really know the theme of this one. I know it's like their tallest one. Like they have multiple like levels of floor to it. And then there's Omega Mart, which is like just their biggest one because it's supposed to be like a supermarket. So I was gonna go to Omega Mart and I was gonna do like this big road trip that way, but they were not open today because of course it's a holiday and that makes sense. But the Convergence Station was. So that's why I came to Denver, because they were gonna be open. And I'm not doing anything, like my next time off is gonna be like 2, maybe 3, because it's like we have 2 actual days off in December for like Christmas and New Year's, and then we get like the day before like a half day. But it's like we have to go back Friday. So this was like my only like 4-day weekend for a really long time. So I will have to like plan out another trip for the Omega Mart because I like to drive everywhere like a little psychopath. I like a good road trip. So yeah, I probably need to get in my car and see if I can navigate Denver. I'm actually kind of scared. I came in at night and I can't see at night anyway. So it's kind of tough-ish, but the drive overall wasn't too bad. Like, of course, I get into Dallas and I get a little because everything's just a lot. But the rest of the road, like going through Upper Texas, I think I was in Oklahoma at one point, and then like getting up to Denver is not that bad. Like it's a whole lot of nothing, honestly. Like when you're driving up, it's just them Great Plains, a little bit of some hills, and then you start getting a little bit more mountainy the more you get into Colorado. Also, I kind of grew up here-ish. We would come here a lot whenever I was a kid, and we spent like a year here once, and then we just spent like a lot of summers up here because of my parents' work. So it's very interesting to be back. I was like recognizing names of towns and stuff, and it was funny. It was really funny. It was a good time. So yeah, I'm gonna actually try to leave now, so goodbye. Okay, I'm in this dope room. Nobody's in here is the only reason I'm recording. It's really nice on this level. I think it's because it's so big. Oh. This is nice. I love a good clown room. Dope. A lot of these rooms are just like chill. You can just sit in, and I love it. I like to find my favorite room after going through everything and just kind of sit there and vibe. Oh my god, this is so cool. I can see everybody. This makes me feel very unsettling. Oh my god.
Yeah, right? How could you know?
So I'm back at the hotel. I have no idea what I want to do tomorrow. Ah! Okay, wait, okay. Okay, so I'm back at the hotel. After the convergence station, I went to, let me like not have you up my nose. I took off my makeup, so like everything's dark. I have crazy eyes and moisturizer on my face, so do not judge me. But went to the convergence station. I really wanted to go to, I think it's like Tattered Bookstore. So I went to that. It's this really huge bookstore. I got Frankenstein because I started reading the Frankenstein book. Let me show you. I also have The Office on right now because I just keep it on Comedy Central. So we have Frankenstein. Okay. Mary Shelley. I started reading this in high school and I don't know why I never finished. It's very rare that there would be books that I didn't finish in school because I had nothing else going on. So I got that and I was looking up, like, I just want to feel something. I love a good horror book. I want to feel something. I wanted something disturbing. So I have The House of Leaves. I have no idea what it's really about or anything like that. And as I was checking out, the lady who was checking me out, she was like, yeah, there's gonna be some pages that are blank. It's not a bad thing. Like that's legit. Like I was just giving you a heads up. I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, the guy's sister who wrote this book, apparently she's like a musician and stuff. So she like composed a soundtrack that goes with the book. And I was like so thrilled. I love that. That's so cool. What do you mean? So I'm going to try to look into that later. It was in the horror section. So I think it will be a good read. I'm excited. So we'll just have to see. I also got, this is one that I've been trying to read, You. I really liked the TV series. I will be honest though, the first and second season, top tier. Third season was okay. And the last season was kind of like, it was just the last season. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm curious though, the way the books go, if it's different and what happens with it. So I'm excited. But I have a book club. I'm part of a book club. We read books. I actually, on the way up here, I finished the audiobook. And I know audiobooks aren't reading, whatever. I finished the audiobook for, I think it's like someone's watching or something like that. And so I've got one book down. I have one more because we do too. The other one, it's going to be like some kind of Christmassy rom-com type thing. They always pick like one, like, you know, like cooler choice. And then we always have like a buffer book, which is fine. You know, a lot of the other ones are like murder. So we have like a palette cleanser with the fluff. But one of the fluff books we had was the pumpkin spice. I thought I saw a notification. Pumpkin Spice Cafe. That was a book we read. I don't think it was last month's book. I didn't go last month. Or I guess this month. I didn't go November because I had something going on. I've basically like been every other meeting. I want to get better about going, but also I feel terrible if I don't read the book before I go. So a lot of the times, and I like play catch up. So if there's a book that I haven't read, I'll like catch up where we're at. Not that we really revisit old books a whole bunch, but there's like some of them just weren't the best. Like I have been stuck. I don't know how many of y'all are readers, so I'm sorry if this is like weird. But I have been stuck on the third housemaid book. And I don't know if I'm gonna finish it because like I keep not finishing it. So I have that. I have one that I just couldn't find. So I have if you don't have these, you should get these. One, go to your public library, get a card, they're free, like, free books. But also if you get your library card, you have access to Libby and Hoopla. These are free apps. You can rent books and it'll have like a bigger selection based on like the library needs or whatever. And you can add multiple library cards to it so you don't have to just choose from like one library. Anyway, all that to say that I could not find certain books there. Now, I don't know if they were in the in-person library. I have not been to my library in a hot minute. I normally go if I have to use a printer because I don't have a printer anymore. And I don't have a printer that connects to my laptop. So I normally go there to print things that I need to, which is very rare. It's not too often that I have to go and print things. But anyway, all that aside, we read that book and it was one of our like fluffier books. So I found this and I'll be honest, it was on sale. Because I think it originally would be like $19, $20. It was like 50% off. It is the Strawberry Patch Pancake House. It's like, it's not following the series of that, because it starts with the Pumpkin Spice Calf. It has this, then there's the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, and then the Christmas Tree Farm. They're not like a series. It's not following the people in the first book, but it's like a small town spicy romance. And we're having like a little gift exchange. I think it's like Dirty Santa, but with books. So this is my book. This is what I'm going to bring. I'm going to wrap it real nice. And by wrap it real nice, I'm going to put it in a bag because I'm not a very clean wrapper. So I am one of those that I just put everything in a bag, stuff some tissue and paper in there, and be glad I just didn't hand the present to you just as it is, because I hate wrapping stuff so much. So I will be doing that later. And I found the stuff for my work Christmas party, which I'm so excited because they'll either, whoever gets it, and I kind of made it to where we do have like, it's mostly women, but we do have a few men that work with us. And I made it gender-ish neutral. So whoever gets it, it will be fine. Like, it will be fine. And so what I did was, because I was shopping and I was just looking around, and so I have like, I don't know what their things are called, but they're like a chocolate like wafer cookie thing, like the inside is like a chocolate. So I got like a can of those because the limit was like $25, so everything together ended up being the $25. So I got one of those. I got one of those like skillet cookie kits, because they are a cast iron skillet. You just put the cookie in it and you cook it. It's a foodie. Two things are foodies. I think those on their own people are gonna want, like, unless they just really hate chocolate. If that's the case, somebody else will steal the gift. Like, it's that simple. It's not like a personalized gift giving. It's like a choose from the pile, and if you don't like it, maybe somebody will take it from you. It's never that serious. But I don't know why it was there. I had never seen these in this store because it was in my, like, our version of like a TJ Maxx, I guess. It's like a Bells, Bealls, whatever you call it. Y'all, they had a Labubu or Lafufu. I'm sure it was fake. They had and like I was not even like looking for the Dirty Santa gift, but as soon as I saw it, it was maybe $10. The other two things are like 15 together. So like, there's my 25. Like, I'm so excited. It's gonna be so funny. Cause I'm sure that like none of us would go out and like none of us want it. Like, let me just be clear. Nobody wants it, and nobody would want to go out of their way and spend like $50 for one. But a funny like gag gift. I wish it would have been wearing like some sewed on Santa hats or something, because it's just it was so out of place. And it's one of those things, like, just, it was advertised as like a purse chain because those are coming back, which was kind of cool. I really liked purse chains. So yeah, that's the gift I got, was a Labubu and 2 other like foodie gifts. And I'm really excited to see who opens it and who looks at it, because there's like a good handful that would open it and like scream. Not because they want it, but because they think they're terrifying. And there's like some people that will open it and they will hook it onto their pants. Like their little pants loops, and then they'll wear it for the rest of their work life. And I adore it because I think it's going to be such a funny gift. But yeah, so that's just a side tangent. That's not important. But yeah, so this is so far my trip. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. If I'm gonna, I want to go somewhere outdoorsy. I want to be outside for a little while. I have to drive all the way back now. It's a 15-hour trip. I'm gonna finish like a few more books in the car because I was finishing books, and by the end of it, I was just playing podcasts. I was rewatching the Distractable podcast, and I forgot how funny their first episode was. It was about hair. And that's what I love about their podcast. It's been going on since I think 2020. I have 5 years of content if I ever want to go back and re-listen to them. And it's been so long that I don't remember what these episodes are about anymore. So it's beautiful and wonderful, and I'm so excited. So yeah, I have that big drive back tomorrow. I feel like the most expensive part of this trip was just gas. And if I would have trusted the planes and stuff, I probably would have just flown, but I didn't feel like it. So maybe the next one, because I will be going to a Mega Mart. I will be going. I've always wanted to go. That's the first one before the other ones popped up. The Mega Mart is the one that I wanted to go to the most. I'm gonna be honest. If I had to rank them, because I've been to 4 so far, I'm gonna have some controversial opinions, and not gonna make sense because like I love each of them for their own thing. Would I come back to Denver just to do Meowwolf again? Probably not. I think I've done everything that I wanted to do and was able to see everything I wanted to see. I know it's one of those things I can go back, redo the puzzles and stuff. It's so big that it can hold a lot of people. And it was a lot, and I didn't have my earphones. I didn't have anything. So it just wasn't my favorite, but it did have a lot of space that I could like sit down and like regroup and stuff. And whenever I like made sure there was nothing else that I could go and do, I went to the gift shop, got my stuff, and I left. But I stayed there for maybe 3 hours. Like I got there at 10, and I think I left 11. I think I left at 1. I stayed a long time, and I didn't even think that I'd stay there that long. So it was really good. Or maybe I left at 12. Maybe I only stayed 2 hours. Because I think there is a floor that's like the bar, and it wasn't open yet whenever I was there. Because I went at the very start of it. I got there at 9 because I was so scared about not having a parking spot and not knowing where to park there that I got there early just to have parking. And that's the only place that I did pay for parking. Whenever I went to the bookstore, they had a free parking garage, and that's where I went. And they also had this really cool like record, vinyl, just old media store that was right next to it, which was really cool. But I didn't film anything in there, and honestly, by then I was kind of hungry, and so I just went to the hotpot place, which was nice. It was really good. What was I saying? Okay, so if I wanted to rank them, it's really hard because 2 of them are kind of the same. I think that I would rank Convergence Station lower. It was really cool, and it had a lot more of like the street grunge section that I really liked in every other Meowwolf. I think that it was just kind of like overwhelming feeling. And I don't know if it was just because there was a lot of people around. They did have like this really cool movie theater in there that you could watch like their different shorts and stuff. And I'm sure there's some hidden lore that I just didn't understand. But I liked that they had a whole floor to like each section. Like the whole floor was basically the C Street. The next floor was the cathedral, which was really, really cool. And like their forestry type area. But I just don't think that I really connected with that one. I don't know. And I don't know, it could be the same for Omegamore. I might get there and might just be like, you know, we'll just kind of have to see. But I will be going. But anyway, so I think Convergence Station ranks just a little bit lower. And then, this is where it gets really hard. Okay, I think the House of Eternal Return. I did like the story. I did like their version of everything. And it's really funny that the Texas ones rank higher for me because I feel like both of them kind of pull from that original location, with Radio Tave having, you know, that cavey portion of it that's also kind of in Eternal Return, and then Grapevine's Real Unreal kind of having the same house story, or very similar house story. But I do think that does rank like that. And then would probably be Radio Tave. I did like it. And it's so weird because I feel like my favorite is one that's not really everyone's cup of tea. I think that a lot of people that I've talked to really liked Convergence Station, but I liked the Real Unreal. I don't know if it's because there's a vast more space to like sit down and like really enjoy like the greenery area. I also really liked their stage area, like in both Houston and Grapevine. They have like this stage as part of the exhibit, like, you know, it's just like kind of like the main floor. So does Eternal Return. Convergence Station actually had it like on the first floor, kind of off to the side. Like, I didn't know what that area was at first. I kind of walked in there by mistake, and I was just like, oh. Like, it's a really cool area, and I know that they do, like, a lot of concerts and raves and stuff, and that space looks like it would be really great for it. I also did go to the rave that they had in Houston, and that was really good, and I hope they keep doing it. And then we just have great, like, I've been trying to get back to the Real Unreal, because that was the first one I ever went to. I don't know if it's like walking in and you have that first like little sitting area and you can like look at the house, you can look at the sky, and you can hear the crickets. Like, it's this whole vibe. I don't know if there's just something so calming about being in that location for me that I've been trying to get back now that I have, like, because I've gone to the other 3 locations, and in all 3 I've done that, like, that bundle that I can go at any time. I can get the tokens and whatever. Also, they didn't really have like an arcade in this location. They had a few like just games spread throughout C Street and stuff, which was cool. They did have like a section that would be like kind of the arcade-ish grunge theme that's the other ones. And that section was kind of cool. They had the little vending machine that kind of like calls you a punk. It was really funny. But yeah, I've actually been trying to get back to Grapevine to go redo that one and get that extra stuff and get the tokens and like go do the arcade and stuff in that one. I really did enjoy the arcade in the Santa Fe location. I really, really liked that one. So I'm excited to eventually go back. It might not be soon because I have travel fatigue, and it's probably going to be a while until I travel again. the next place that I'm going is actually a run fair in Louisiana. And that's gonna be maybe like 3 hours from where I am. And thinking like that's next weekend. So and I still have to get like my costume and stuff ready, and that's gonna be like a whole day event. But at least I can go home and it's not gonna be like a super long. My biggest part of the drive is driving through Texas. It's just driving through Texas. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. Like, it was fun. I don't think that I would go back. I feel like the Santa Fe one I would go back. I have gone back to Radio Dave and I want to go back to Grapevine. So I don't know. It's really hard to verbalize the feeling. Maybe I'm just tired. This is my tired end of the vlog. So if you've enjoyed these random rantings and ramblings about book clubs and space aliens, yeah, that's the end of the video. Hopefully this, like, my vlogs are getting better. I hope. It's never gonna be a short vlog because I'm crazy and can't do anything short. So with that said, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new here. If you're not new here, turn on the bell to be notified every time I upload, which is every Monday and Friday. And I might see you next time. If I do anything interesting, I will cut to that. I will show that, and then this will be like the last clip. But I might not. Anyway.